Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture. ChevetteReport.com. Welcome in. I'll mute Bob the Cigar Guy again. He's over there posting on Instagram. I didn't even turn my light on. My goodness. What am I doing? Welcome. Is my light? Did you unplug my light? You unplugged my light. You got no light tonight. I could
plug it in. It's right there.
I look fine in high def Ultra HD. Welcome into Chief Talk. Welcome back from a 2-week or an extra week break. Welcome back from Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving? I hope it was fantastic. I hope that you didn't do anything to ruin the turkey or the ham or the roast beast or anything like that. I hope that you guys had a great time with your families. Bob Ellis, I don't know if you're here yet, but I saw that your boy killed a fantastic deer. But I do want to say a big welcome into Mac Bergson, Charles Adamson, Banker John Supremo Tobacco, Jay Bates, Bob Ellis is here, Gary Zanstra, Georgie Dermody, Sean Crawley, Ronald Smith, Michael Zakovic. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Jay Bates says, what's the point of getting to the studio at 6 if you aren't even prepared? I don't sit here with the light on in front of me once I get here. I was
watching soccer.
I was distracted by somebody who called me. Somebody who called me on the phone. Oh, I nailed it. Fantastic. See, all that phonics training paid off for me. Mac Bergson says, Ronald Smith is the man. Ronald Smith, we love that old guy. He's fantastic. Tonight's show, what were you saying?
He's awesome.
Oh, tonight's show is titled Cigars of the Year nominees. Now, we are not nominating Cigars of the Year tonight. Actually, we can talk about. I am okay to talk about some cigars that I know are going to be in my top this year. So I guess technically you are doing. But tonight is like I'm adding into my research for the year because I have so many cigars from PCA still, and cigars that are on the way that I have not had the chance to smoke. Though they were like, "Hey, we need to get you our cigars for you to smoke before the end of the year closes out. Hopefully, get on your top 25 list for next year." And so I got some homework, and it's cold in South Carolina. So I got over here. I got over here early, and it's not warm. It was not warm over here.
It's warm here right now.
It is now. It is now.
So once you
J Bates says Papa Saka phenomenal.
Once the wife and the kids go to bed, you can drive over here every night and spend 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, you gonna pay for me to? You gonna pay for my gas? You know what gas looks like right now?
Cheap. $2.75.
Max says typical Chief ages in there. I got your back, Ronald Smith. Well, if you don't have his back, you might not be able to stand up for too long. Matt Bergen says, I hope the Selection de Mercado makes the cut. We shall see. It is up there. I need to smoke another one before I think I can really be.
Don't we have to smoke 10 of whatever blend before?
I wish. I don't wish. I mean, would I love to walk in here and see 10 of every Drew Estate brand, or 10 of every Saka brand, or Foundation brand, or Crown Heads, or Gurkha, or Fuente, or Ferio Tego, or well, they only got 2 blends, so it wouldn't be that bad.
We wouldn't have any room to sit.
Charles says, "Is BTCG's mic not on?" It might not be. Let me see. What's the audio coming through? No, it's coming through my. You should be able to hear him just fine now.
Howdy, everybody.
Hopefully you guys can hear Bob the Cigar Guy now. Gary's Answer says, "My dad and I were able to go outside and have a cigar for Thanksgiving." Nice. I had a couple cigars for Thanksgiving as well. Ronald Smith says, "Mac is living his dream." Georgia Dermody already on. Oh, and we got 20 people watching across Facebook and YouTube. 14 on YouTube, 6 on Facebook. Appreciate the love. Michael Zachvek, thank you for the like button. Push over on Facebook. Do greatly appreciate that. J Bates says that's better. Mac Burke says, "I'm pretty sure Chief got 10 sticks of Selection de Mercado. So if he claims he didn't have enough, I call malarkey."
Now, if I got 10 sticks of Selection de Mercado, and I will neither confirm nor deny that, I would not smoke all 10 because those are going to be rare for me as hound's teeth. So in Chief's defense, to smoke 10 Selection de Mercado, we probably need 1,000.
Your boy Pez has showed up. D Cigars says, "What's up, boys? What's up, Pez? Missed you at the Florida Barn Smoker, brother." So to capitalize on my time smoking cigars, because I have a ton of them to smoke before the end of the year is out. I might even take into January. I'm not sure. I am currently working on the Night Commander from Foundation Cigars. This is the
dark cigar.
God, it is.
No.
This cigar it pays homage to Nicholas Melillo's promotion or coronation or
appointment
to the
knighthood
commander status of Ethiopia, I do believe.
What's that cigar called?
The Knight Commander. I do believe the band here is the pendant that you wear as a Knight Commander, and it's got this cool little crown here on the back. It's got the Foundation logo, and then that crown on the side again. I've been super excited to smoke this cigar. Actually, got this as a gift.
So it is the Tabernacle Night Commander.
Oh, I knew it was a Tabernacle, which, I mean, the Senator is a Tabernacle.
Is it really?
I believe so. You can always just reach behind you and look.
It's a Connecticut broadleaf, San Andreas Mexican binder, and the filler is Esteli in Jalapa, Nicaragua. It also says all proceeds received by Foundation Cigars for the sale of Night Commander cigars are donated to charity. 6 3/4 by 52.
The Senator is the Highclere Castle.
Said it's a Perfecto. That's strength right. Is medium full.
Definitely medium. I would say.
I bet it's going to amp up.
Well,
Foundation amps up.
I hope so. Well, most cigars amp up. Very rarely do you see a cigar amp down.
Right, but some cigars are very slight ramp up.
When I hear medium to full, I think of
got to eat something.
Maybe not so much. When you think of full body, I would say you don't want to do that on a.
How's your finish? Is it gritty?
No, it's great. It's very smooth, very nutty.
Not wanting to drink nothing
leathery.
after?
No, I'm good.
That's hard to do with a full cigar.
It's a good cigar. Now, I will say, to be fair, this cigar started off extremely rocky. It is a perfect. I've not tapped off the ash because I'm trying to see how well the construction.
That's nice and white. Look at that thing.
So the ash is holding well, but as you can see, this is not a perfecto tip.
It looks like birch
on the front. It does kind of look like birch. This is not a perfecto tip on the tip of the cigar like it's supposed to be. Well, I had to cut off about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of cigar of the perfecto tip because it had tunneled on me straight out of the gate. It tunneled. I lit it, toasted it, which you don't toast a Perfecto very long, but I toasted the Perfecto and lit the Perfecto just like I do a normal cigar. And then as there was a lot of smoke coming off the foot, but I wasn't getting a lot of smoke, out of the puff. And so I looked down at it, and sure enough, I could see, and you can kind of, well, there you go. You can see, and it's still there. The ash doesn't change, right?
Is it burning hot?
No, it was just tunneling down.
It's not bitter.
Now, since I have chopped it off, retoasted it as basically a regular Parejo, open foot, not Parejo, but open foot cigar, as you would have in a normal, everyday cigar like this pancetta here, right, where it starts off, like a normal open foot, kind of sort of thing. I cut the Perfecto tip off, toasted the more tobacco, and then lit it again, and it is performing well now. I will say, for a $41 cigar, though, I did not expect that to be my first experience. Georgia Dermy says he's ordered 2 boxes of the Selección de Mercado. Nice. Bob Ellis says, I couldn't drop the money for a Night Commander. This was gifted to me. I didn't drop the money for this either. So this was a gift that was given to me. Scream Tobacco says, yeah, it's a bit costly for sure. $41, and that's South Carolina monies. $41 South Carolina dollars for this cigar.
It's probably 60 New York, California.
Wow, that's a good possibility.
Your
Mac
taxes
Burke says,
are
that's
ridiculous.
awesome, Georgie. Awesome,
Jormady.
I put Georgie and Dermody together.
Jormady.
He's replying to Georgie saying he got 2 boxes. Max says, was it a Rocky or was it Nish? Nish Patel would never sell you a tunnel cigar. I don't think anybody wants to sell you a tunnel cigar. Sherry Siler says, hello, all. Good to join you. Matt Berg says 41. Yes, sir. This is a $41 cigar. Now at Corona, they had them for $40. When I went to the lounge on Monday.
If I would have said that, you would have muted my microphone for a half an hour.
No, I can say where it was. I can't tell them where to go though. That's not breaking the rule. The lounge that I went to on Monday, they were 41, so an extra $1. But that lounge is usually a little higher, anyways. Matt Burton says it's like 4 hours of work for me. Whatever. Yeah, to go pick up the tool.
Please. Max got that Swisher money. Anybody working at Swisher makes at least $250,000 a year before bonuses.
And that's after taxes, too.
Yeah.
That's take home.
Yeah. That's take home.
Jay Bates says, Rocky Ornish, Chief doesn't mind. They're number one in his heart.
With a $100,000 expense account, and all he bought us was Wendy's. He didn't even buy me Wendy's.
Yeah.
He didn't even buy me Wendy's. He bought 2 out of 3 Wendy's.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, Brian, who is in California, says he's seen it for $65.
Their taxes are crazy.
Goodness. I'd be buying online, brother. Mackie B says he wishes. He's just being humble.
Yeah.
Do want to run over in today. Thanks to Kelly, Gower, and D's Cigars for hitting the like button over on Facebook. Do greatly appreciate that. J8 says, I didn't even get a Frosty. Jay, I don't want to hear it. You got to go out to the Whistle Pig dinner. So Max says, yeah, but you were on you.
And he went to breakfast with Mike.
With Mom. Oh,
with
yeah,
Mike.
He went to breakfast. Yeah. Wendy's. We gotta harp about it for the next year so that next year he feels bad and takes us somewhere nice. David Helms says, hey guys. Hey David Helms, how you doing?
Hey, there's Big Old Dave. That's my buddy.
Charles Adamson, thanks for hitting the like button over on Facebook as well. If you're on YouTube, I can't see if you've hit the like button, but please do hit the like button.
David worked with me on night shift, and then he left. He abandoned me on night shift to go work for a trucking company. Swift, I think it is.
Hey, man, get out of BMW as fast as you can. Ronald Smith, thanks for hitting the like button over on Facebook. And if you want to share this to your favorite Facebook cigar groups, we greatly appreciate that as well. J-Bait says, nah, Mac was sleeping. We saw Mac when we was leaving. So they didn't get to go to the dinner or the breakfast with Mac. Because he went to breakfast with Mom. We didn't go to breakfast anywhere.
Went to breakfast with your mom, the first lady, and did some some networking and storyboarding. What was it? They were
It's workshop.
workshopping.
J-Mate says, or David Helms, first off, says, I do miss you, buddy. And then Charles Adamson says, drinking leftover Manhattan from Thanksgiving. Max says, because I didn't want to ask Joel how to spell his last name. Didn't know if it was Da Silva or Da. It's Da Silva. D-A.
All you have to do is look at my friends list on Facebook. You would have found it.
J-Bait says, did not have the Wisp Pig dinner. We had dinner with the one and only D.E. Mike Linnaeus. It's the same thing.
Pretty much.
We didn't get invited.
No.
Matt Burton says, yes, I treated your mom to the lovely complimentary breakfast at the hotel. So we love Mac. We're just giving Mac a hard time. I don't other than Joel wanting to buy that lighter while he was down there, I think we probably, if we would have thought about it long enough, we would have convinced ourselves not
to go.
Well,
we need to go. We need to show our face
after event, and then get something better for dinner than Wendy's.
See some people.
Of course you did.
I did. Yeah, I'm smart. That's why I didn't have Wendy's, so I could take your mom to. We went to a nice little Mexican tapas place. It's nice.
Mexican tapas place.
Tapas.
But no. Oh, and before I forget about it, it's not that I forget about it. It's before I don't mention it this evening. Did you know that if you go to the world's premium leader in cigar accessories website, Zycar.com, buy yourself all sorts of things that you want to buy for your Christmas buddy, your Christmas self, your Christmas significant other who smokes cigars. You go to Zycar.com and put all these things in your wonderful checkout cart. And then when you check out, put in the code Chief Talk, all one word and in capitals, you'll get an additional 15% off your entire order. Did you know that?
I did know that.
If you didn't know that,
I
now
did
you
know that, but I know now. And I also know that for the low introductory price of $10, you can get a commemorative 2023 Bob the Cigar Guy in Chief Christmas ornament. That's right, shipped for $10.
Hand me the dang thing. Yeah, so
and it comes with a string.
We launched on Chevetta Report last week for 2 times. The Christmas ornaments for this year. This is the 2023 Christmas ornament. I can actually put a picture on the screen here. I actually put a picture on the screen.
Oh.
I just gotta.
Pardon me.
I gotta put it on here and find it real quick.
I'm smoking this Amazon Basin tonight.
But yeah, if you go to ChevettaReport.com, you can actually see some photos and the link to purchase this year's ornament. We do an ornament every single year, and this is the 3rd iteration, I believe, of the Christmas ornament. And this year, we, instead of doing double-sided like last year, there it is. Instead of doing double-sided like last year, we went ahead and just did it all on the front side, 2 cigars, from BTCG in Chief. We went with the wooden ornament yet again. There is a link in the description to ChevettaReport.com, and I think it's a couple articles down with the Merry Christmas ornament on it. It takes you to a website where you can check out and purchase. It's actually all on Chevetta Report now, where you can actually purchase, and we get the notification to send out the ornament to you. It is $10. Now, like every year, we have what does this do? Whoa. Every year, we make it available to everyone. If you can't afford the $10 ornament, let us know. Get in contact with Bob the Cigar Guy at rgfinley70@gmail.com and let him know that you just don't have the budget for the ornament, and we will get an ornament shipped out to you.
Which we actually have had somebody reach out to us. And they said they couldn't afford one, and I said, "Send me your address," and it is in the mail. Now, like Steven said, it was launched twice. There was some issues, some hiccups with our pay, whatever. And so the only ornaments that I have, and if you ordered an ornament and your name is not on this list I'm about to read off, please, 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 please reach out to Chief or reach out to me
Well,
so we
hold
can
on,
get you
because
the ornament.
we've had. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If what we need to do is, if you've ordered one and your bank statement has reversed it, just let us know, because the first one reversed all the bank orders.
Okay, well, can I read off my list of who I have? Because if their name's not on there, they need to reach out to us.
Okay.
Brad Haney, DJ Eli, Mac Bergson, Joey Costa, Stephen London, and Bob Ellis. If your name was not called out, we want to get you your ornament. In all honesty, the money is not the thing. I want to make sure that if you want an ornament, you got an ornament. If there's a hiccup or a problem or whatever, I don't care. Don't say, well, since my name's not on there, don't worry about it. Please, 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 please reach out to us and let us know, and we can figure it all out, and I will get you one in the mail. I would love for you to have one. If you want a specific number, and I have that number, reach out to us or put it when you order one. We had one person order, they wanted number 13. I think they've got a collection from every year of 13. Some people do that. And so we'd like to fill those for you as much as we can. So we do number them. We have 100, and we've sold, or we've given away, like, we've mailed like 7.
Now I did so at first.
8.
At first, when I created the link to the thingamajig to order, it was processing people's orders, but it wasn't sending me the information about the order. So I had no way to figure out who ordered what. And so I changed it back to the old process, but finagled some things around to where it would work for us. Because I had to install a plugin to purchase. And I had a plugin installed before, because last year we sold ornaments through the website. And it worked just fine. That plugin updated, and it didn't update for our account, and I couldn't find the new update to update for our account, so I just went with a new thing that did the same exact thing as the old one. So I will, Brian, please, I'll get in contact with you, for sure.
Charles, to answer your question, how do you donate for the free ornament fund? I guess, Steven, we're going to have to talk this out while we're doing it. Either they would have to just mail it to us, or they could go to the
we just tell them Merry Christmas and don't worry about it.
Right. But if somebody wants to make a donation like that, because I've had people want to reach out to me to do that, could they order an ornament and just say,
don't you have a Venmo?
I don't have a Venmo. They took away our Venmo because we are a tobacco media.
Well,
I have a PayPal.
I don't know.
Could they just order one and then say, don't send one, this is for somebody who needs one?
They could, if they've not yet ordered and they want to go on and they buy 2 ornaments, and then in their note it says, please send me one, keep the other, then that's like they've paid for somebody to get an ornament. They could do that.
That'd probably be the easiest way, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would be the easiest way. Sammy Flo, what's up, my brother?
Merry Christmas, David. Sammy.
David Helms says, you guys are great. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, David Helms. Now, how did you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving? If you celebrate Thanksgiving, did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did you fry a turkey? Did you bake a turkey? Did you smoke a turkey? Did you not do a turkey? Did you go like my boy Supremo Tobacco and do a standing rib roast?
Oh, that's nice. Also called a crown roast.
We did 2 turkeys. Every year that I'm here for Thanksgiving, which I flip every year with my family and my wife's family. And this year was our year to be up here. And so every year that we're here, we do 2 turkeys. My mom, she does her turkey in the oven, and I do my turkey on the smoker. So I did a smoked turkey.
And they were both very juicy. And you didn't spatchcock this year.
I did not spatchcock this year. I did a frog style. So spatchcock.
So did you take the main vein out the first third of it, like when they
No.
frog tobacco?
Okay. No, frog stripping.
Yeah.
No. What I did was normally when you spatchcock, you cut out the backbone. You put a little cut in the breastbone, and then you press it flat, and then you rip out that big weird bone that splits both breasts. You rip that out. It makes it really easy, especially when you're smoking the turkey. It allows it to get an even cook across the whole entire bird instead of heating up an empty cavity, so to say, right? Well, the frog, you cut it where the thighs have that skin that goes up to the front side of the breast, where around that hole. You cut that back all the way up to the joint, and then you kind of cut into the ribs, and then you flip the breast out of the position of the turkey, and you lay it out, and it looks like a frog without a head.
So you kind of butterfly the breast?
No, it just...
You split the centerpiece and you open it up?
No, left it all flat. That would be like a hybrid frog spatchcock concoction. I actually think I enjoyed the frog style more because it was less invasive in the sense of like having to cut out it was less butcher. I didn't have to cut out the backbone. I didn't have to rip out the breastbone. Didn't have to do any of that.
It was good. It was really good.
It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Smoke was all the way through.
I did 2 turkeys back-to-back weeks. I did a turkey spatchcock the week before with my church group for our Thanksgiving meal together. And then I did Thanksgiving turkey last week. And I don't think either of them tasted better. So I think with turkey's frog style is going to be the way I go just because it was faster.
Steel Bob had cranberry sauce shaped like the can. My man. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, George.
Supreme Tobacco said it was yummy. Mike says Guinness brine turkey just awesome for wife and I. Ooh, nice. I do the bird brine, the bird bath from Meat Church. The first turkey I did a couple weeks ago, I did it for 8 hours overnight, and this turkey I did for 12 hours. Bob Ellis says he had his cranberry sauce shaped like the can. Yuck. Mac Bergson says, I like to tease Chief, but I did hear that Chief does an amazing turkey. Mac, I would love for, if you guys ever make it up this way, like when Gary Brooks comes down, I usually bring Smoker over here and cook up my favorites on the smoker. George Pablo, what's up, my young guys? What's going on?
Did you see the pictures of George and Ronald in the Road Dog vault sitting in front of 400 plus full boxes of cigars, smoking cigars on Willie Wednesday?
I did not. Matt Berkin says he's completely lost. On a tool sale or just the talking of a bird? David Lee, what's up, fellas? What's up, David Lee? Happy to have you in here this evening. Ronald Smith says, what's up, young George Pablo? Jay Bates says, cranberry sauce. Mike says, Meat Church, awesome. Yeah, I do. All of my seasonings, marinades, and brines all come from Meat Church. I used to kind of bounce around from company to company, but I really like Meat Church, and most of their stuff is, I usually do the honey hog or the honey hog hot. When I do chicken, though, and I'm not feeding it to my kids, I do the Texas sugar because it's spicy. Charles Adamson says, check Discord for my butchered crown roast. I may do one for Christmas. Ooh. Mac Bergson says, the cooking talk. Tool sales are done for the evening. 'Twas a good day. Ronald Smith says that was in Jeremy's Home Lounge Wednesday. Nice. Now, I do want to give some credit to the Night Commander. The ash is still holding on very well. So construction is definitely there. I will say, though, I am experiencing a little tinniness on the side of my tongue.
Really? Like green?
No, I don't
like
know.
It ain't aged long enough?
I don't know what it is. Now, I did smoke. What was I smoking Oh, I smoked the new release of the Red Meat Lovers Club, and wasn't a super fan of the cigar, but the last third of the cigar was ammonia heavy.
Really?
Super heavy on ammonia.
Hmm.
So I guess that tends to lend to under fermented tobacco, right?
Yes.
So I was
Not rested long enough, at least.
now it was a cigar I got at PCA, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I mean, it's sat in a humid bag since then.
Speaking of red meat lovers, they here you go. Our boy over in England, Richard Gearling, who does all our Christmas ornaments, also does stainless steel cigar rests, and he did a red meat lovers rest, and he very generously, kindly is sending us a bunch of wooden cigar rests with the Bob the Cigar Guy in Chief on it, which we will have hopefully before the end of the year, maybe, possibly. And he's sending a couple red meat lovers things. I'm going to send one to Sock, and I'm going to send one to Evan, who's in charge, Evan Darnell, who's in charge of red meat lovers.
Matt Burton says, we got great deals down here for anyone in Jacksonville. Matt Scase says, Cosmos Q is also really good, but Meats Church is amazing too. I did a Cosmos, it was like a blackened rub for a steak I did. That was Cosmos, and I enjoyed it. But I haven't cooked steaks in quite a while. Matt says, man, Chief be crushing cigars today. Danny Burns says, good evening. I hope all is well fighting a flu bug. I saw Dan Burns posted about that. I hope you guys are getting better. I hate to hear that for you guys. Charles Adamson says, my wife did the usual Wolfgang Puck turkey brine. Ooh. Jay Bates says, which size did you smoke, Chief? Red meat lovers. I want to say it was a Toro.
That the tenderloin?
I'm not sure.
Or porterhouse?
Serene Tobacco says Meat Church Voodoo. I do like the Voodoo. I do more pork than anything else, but I will do chicken quarters from time to time. I'll do a whole chicken. I've only done a whole chicken on the smoker once. I've done more turkeys than I've done chickens on a smoker. But I will put out a whole bag of 12 chicken quarters. And like I said, I usually do the Texas sugar on those because it's got a little bit of a kick to it. But I primarily do pork butt and ribs. That's like my big thing to do. Now I went to Lowe's Food today and got a whole tray of 46 chicken wings, drums and flats, and I'm gonna smoke those on my smoker. So I might run up to the old Ace Hardware and check out the Voodoo. Matt Scase says Cosmos got cow covers my absolute on beef, mostly tri-tip. Supreme Tobacco says Voodoo ribs are money. Michael Zachbeck says chicken spatchcock on the smoker is great. Oh, it is absolutely. I only spatchcock chicken. I won't when I do whole chickens. I do not like cooking whole chickens like a turkey. Right?
See, I just cut my chicken in pieces.
I mean, you can do it. You can butcher it out. And honestly, not so much right now because whole chickens they ain't as cheap as they used to be. But it used to be you could get a whole chicken for like $7. A nice size whole chicken for $7.
See, I go to Costco and get a completely rotisseried chicken for $5.
Yeah, but then then it's a rotisserie. Which rotisserie chicken's good? I'm not saying rotisserie chicken's not
but
good.
$5, I'll buy 4 or 5 of them and strip them all up, put them in the freezer, and then we can have chicken yellow rice.
Miss Diana says Thanksgiving was great, but got sick this week. Everyone is doing better than me. Ugh, I hate to hear that. Hopefully you get better than everybody else. But no, yeah, the spatchcock process, I like it because it's not a ton of work. Now, I do end up, cutting everything out once it's cooked, but it's easier, in my opinion, to quarter up a chicken once it's been cooked. After you wait the rest period. But it stays more juicy that way too. You don't lose you don't lose all that juice in the process of.
See, but I grill. I don't smoke. So grilling is a little different.
I've never grilled a whole chicken. Usually when I do a whole chicken, like I said, I've only done whole chicken once on my smoker. Usually when I do a whole chicken, I do it in the oven. They've got my grocery store sells little kits in the produce section. It's a little plastic box that come with rosemary and thyme and a couple other herbs all run in together. And what I usually do is I'll put that in there and let it sit down in the bottom after I've seasoned my chicken, and all that juice drips down and it fills up that little mop full of chicken juice and fat and all that stuff, and then you drape it over the last 10 minutes of the cook. Oh yeah.
Now, Charles, when I do my chickens, I'll get 4 or 5 Costco chickens and put them up in the freezer, and in the bottom of the container, you've got about a half an inch of chicken juice, and it's hardly any fat. It's basically the drippings off the rotisserie chicken. And so I'll pour all those into a bowl, and then I'll put that in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. And that's what I use as my starter for chicken soup. It is so seasoned, so full of chicken goodness that I don't have to use a lot of chicken broth. It's basically free, really concentrated chicken broth, so it works really good.
Michael wants to know if I'm a stick smoker or a pellet smoker. I am an offset stick burner, baby. I do get jealous of pellet smokers from time to time. Like last November, I smoked I was in between 30 and 40 pounds of pork butt for a wedding. And when you're out there with the stick burner, it's like you can't just, go to sleep with it. Now, some of them you can. If you got a high-end, $3,000 stick burner, right, you can do that. But, the pellet smoker, pretty much set and forget and all that stuff. So I do find myself getting a little jealous from time to time, but I've had pulled pork off of a pellet smoker, and then I've had pulled pork out of my own smoker, and then pulled pork from other stick burners. And to me, and I hate to be this guy, you just can't beat it. You can't beat it. Diana Burns says chicken enchiladas, chicken tacos, chicken casserole, just to name a few. Supremo Costco chicken comes in clutch. Sammy Flo says, you boys making me hungry. I guess tomorrow I'm cooking chicken.
There you go.
Sammy Flo, I don't want to hear it. You can go see Ed Randolph at any time that you want and get some of the world's best barbecue. Michael says, wife bought me a pellet smoker. It's really nice. Nice. I really love I've been smoking. I bought my I bought my stick burner. It's Oklahoma Joe. I bought it 2020 during the COVID summer because I wanted to learn how to smoke. And it was a labor of love to begin with, of having to learn things and the difference of clean smoke, dirty smoke, and learning the tricks of the trade, how to keep my firebox warm, and different environments of smoking when it's raining, smoking when it's cold, smoking when it's hot. But I've gotten to the point now where I got that smoker running how I like it. And I start off, I don't buy chunk wood from the store. I buy lump charcoal to start off my smoker, but I actually run actual split logs as my fuel source. We've got a guy that works at my wife's school who sells firewood, and I do white oak during my cooks, and then I'll supplement if I want to add in any kind of flavor chunks with it. I'll buy a bag of chunk wood and throw it in intermittently throughout the smoke to kind of kiss a little bit. Like if I'm doing ribs, I try to throw some cherry chunks in there. But that oak smoke is just nice, clean smoke. Just you get that smoky flavor, but it's not overpowered. The charcoal that I use is from B&B, and it's a hickory lump charcoal. But I only start out I only probably run that coal. Probably only stays in the smoker because I run my smoker for about an hour before I put anything on. And that's something I've learned this year, or I've put into practice this year, is letting my smoker get up to temperature for at least an hour before I put anything on. And so by the time I get the wood or the food on, I've burnt through most of that. Oh, sorry, it's not hickory, it's mesquite. I've run through the mesquite. Sammy Flo said, facts. Yeah, you can go see the old handsome devil anytime you want. Diana Burns says, another staple at Costco is the chicken breast that comes in the can. Makes
Never
great
had it.
appetizer, seasoning, and added stuff. The beef can meat is great too. Max says, Rebecca made Korean pork cutlets tonight, which were amazing. Ooh, that sounds fantastic.
It does sound good.
I never had them, but anything Asian and pork, I'm usually down with. I don't think I've ever had Korean food that I can think of. I'm not sure how much different it is. Charles Adamson says, Adam would say air fryer, convection oven, beats cheese smoker, all that sucker, his air fryer ribs. Matt Bergson says, what do we think Chief loves the most, his smoker, Carhartt, or Nish Patel?
His wife.
Michael says, very nice. Would love to try a stick smoker. It's all I love it. There was definitely a huge learning curve with it. The greatest thing I think I've learned though is to start that fire and let it go for at least an hour before you put anything in there.
And cover it if it's going to rain.
Yes. Yeah. If it's you're fighting the smoker when it's getting rained on constantly, the smoker box or the fire box will stay hot, but that smoking chamber gets cooled down by 10, 20, 30 degrees. And then if it stops raining, all of a sudden you got to put 150 degrees of fire out. Brian is encouraging Mac Bergson. Charles Adamson says, when I used to stick smoke, I always worked better. It always worked better on a cold night. Had one of those dual chamber smokers. Peter Janis says he's smoking himself an ATL Black Knight.
That's not a Kiki Momo cigar.
Screaming Back says, you're missing out, Chief. Korean food is fire. I do. I wanna try. I just saw we have a new pho restaurant in town, and I want to go so bad because I want to try pho.
It's good, but you need to watch a YouTube video while you do it.
Oh, I've watched
because you have to put the different pieces in different ways.
I've watched tons of videos on it.
It's a process.
I've watched, YouTube videos, Instagram videos, TikTokers doing pho and all this stuff, and my camera, I don't know what it focused on to begin with.
Peter, you can't tell me that your brother hadn't hooked you up with a bunch of Kiki Momo cigars.
What the frick? Let's see if we can get it to come back to me. It's because I don't have a light. Sure, quad.
My light works.
Yeah, yours wasn't plugged in. There we go. Finally, back in high definition. Screams back says, "Foot is fire." Charles Edison says, "You try carne avocado yet? Pecan smoked pork, but in smoked New Mexico chili sauce." Oh, I've never had that. Matt Burton says, Korean food, Korean music, Korean TV. Korea is crushing it. Well, you got to say South Korean, right? Because you can't say North Korean food. Peter Janis says, "Oh, we got a bunch, but he's not a good sharer at all, sucker." Mac Bergson says, "It's all good, Chief. We don't mind if you're a blurry. Just make sure BTCG is in focus. I cannot control the focus over there on him." Brian's over there with the South Korean flag. Oh, geez, Jay Bates.
Not during Jay Bates.
Hunter Otts, what is going on, my man? How are you doing this evening? Hunter Otts, hit the love button on Facebook. Appreciate that. The like button. We got Kyle James Gray, Eric Order, Rick Carroll, Jeremy Smith, Ronald Smith, Charles Epson, Kelly Glover, D Cigars, and one more.
So I'm going to put your foot to the fire.
Uh-oh.
If you were doing a top 20 list, what 5 cigars right now would you guarantee will be in that top 20 list? Any of the 20. It doesn't have to be the number one
Guaranteed,
or the number.
Oh, this isn't that hard.
All right, 10.
Oh, jeez. No, that's too
Well, there
hard.
you go. I call you on it. 10. 10.
I do 7. I could probably think of 7. Hold on, let me open my Instagram real quick. That's where I keep all my. That's where I keep. That's where I like to keep all of my cigars that I smoked throughout the year. For sure, top 10 or my top 20 cigars. I'll start off with 5, and as I go down my Instagram,
Java.
I'll think, huh?
Rev Java's on.
Oh,
That's the man. You met him at one of the Barn Smokers this year.
Rev Java, what's going on? Undercrown 10, Toro. But Hunter Out says, give Rocky Patel A10 a chance to be number 1. Sherry Silas, there is no food in North Korea. That's what I was getting at. So Papa Saka is up there. I've got I've talked to somebody recently about it. Oh, the Volstead from Roma Craft is in there. The Aganorsa Rare Leaf Maduro is in there. The top 20, I'll say Selection de Mercado is in top 20. Let's see.
Sammy El Pupo will be in my top 20.
The El Popo is definitely going to be. I hadn't gotten to that part yet of my feed. I'll tell you what, that Angel Cuesta from JC Newman is really good. I could see that being in my top 20. So that's 5. I will continue to go through my Instagram for this year. Oh, the New World El Dorado, or the Dorado, the New World Dorado, really good cigar. Let's see. These aren't new to me. The new to me cigar this year that you've never had is a Hemis. Hemis, I really enjoyed Hemis. Actually, Hemis and the Dorado were both given to me as gifts from my boy Supremo Tobacco. Now, this year, when I do in January when I release my top 20 list, and I think I am going to do a top 20 list this year because I have so many cigars to smoke. When I release my list, the way that I do it, because you don't do it this way, the way that I do it is cigars that I smoked for the first time in that calendar year. So January 1st to December 31st, and depending on how much I still have to smoke, maybe into January, I will take into consideration any of those cigars. Another cigar, the Cinco de Cinco from Hoya de Nicaragua. Definitely a possibility to crack the top 20. Let me see if I'm missing anything else over here this year. Let me see. I don't think.
What about your foundation that you like so much? The Olmec?
So Olmec was not. I didn't smoke it for the first time this year. Olmec was last year. Now the cigars that Foundation has come out with this year that can make the list are obviously this Night Commander, which is a good cigar. It's not blowing me out of the water, but it's definitely better than a lot of cigars I smoked this year. I need to smoke the Pasquale and the other not High Clear Castle, Charter Oak that he came out with this year.
The Connecticut, right?
Yes, there's 2 of them. And then
There we go. I am now unmuted.
my whole computer is updating now.
Oh, Lord. Reverend Java says Black Label Trading Bishop of Blend Lancero. Hunter Hahn said he won 42 cigars on a poker game this past Tuesday.
Okay.
That's all right.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Let's see if this is gonna. back in whenever. Oh, it's completely booted me out.
Chief is frozen.
No,
Would
Chief's
you like
gone.
to build a snowman?
I'm gone.
Jay said you're froze.
I was froze.
Chief got hit with the freeze pew pew. That's what Texas Taurus said. Freedom seeds. Well, I'm doing the Amazon Basin, and I am actually smoking through the Basin band. In doing that, it just gives a little bit more spice, a little bit more pepperiness. It's kind of nice. So I got to say, though, this is like the 4th series of the Amazon Basin. And the first series was the most flavorful to me out of all of them. And if you don't know, the wrapper is actually, it's in the Amazon forest. And when they would plant it, they planted it wherever the sun came down around the trees in the rainforest, and that's where they put the tobacco plants. And then they would pull the leaves and they would roll them up and put them out at the stump of the trees and allow them to ferment naturally that way. And then the fellers, after
Go ahead. No, mute
The fellers, after a period of time of it aging, they walked it out to the river. A boat picked it up, drove it down the Amazon River, and then it got onto a truck, and then it was brought down to be finished, I think, in Nicaragua.
Brian acts like I don't get to see the comments once I log back in. Great job there, buddy. I thought we were friends.
That's funny.
All right, sorry. My computer just decided to go ahead and just do an update in the middle of all that for whatever reason. I didn't schedule an update. Oh, there was the Aventura Barbaroja's Invasion. I really liked. I like that cigar a lot. I have a couple, and I have a ton of cigars still left to smoke that I have not smoked yet. This year, all 3 of the blends from West Tampa Tobacco are up for nomination. I think that's pretty much it out of the stuff that I've shot and put on Instagram. But yeah, I have multiple cigars that I have not smoked or I am revisiting that I didn't, because like I smoked a Matapa on stream, and I think it was the Matapa Maduro, and I didn't realize that. I guess I didn't pay attention enough while we were doing the interview with Nicholas Malillo. I didn't realize that there was a Matapa Maduro and a Matapa Claro. So I'm excited to smoke the Matapa Claro. That's a cigar that could make it into my top 20. This Night Commander, aside from the immediate construction issue and a little bit of that weird tinniness I've been tasting, it could be a part of my Dr. Pepper. This has not been a bad smoke. This has been a really good smoke. I think if I made a top 10 list, this would not make my top 10. But you asked for top 20, so.
I thought I'd make it easier for you, so you wouldn't give spoilers.
But yeah, there's a few cigars. So I guess I've got, the Matapas to smoke from Foundation. I have the Charter Oaks to smoke from Foundation. I only have one of them. I only have the Pasquale. I don't have the other one. So currently I can only, put those in my list if they turn out good. Like I said, the Cinco de Cinco from Hoya, Nicaragua. That was Hoya's new launch this year. Really good cigar. Really enjoyed that one. I could see that being in my top 20. But there are, like I said, the Papasaka. I'm pretty sure I know where the Papasaka is going to end up. The Volstead from Rumacraft. I'm pretty sure I know where it's going to end up. Smoked the Wagashi for the first time today from Dumbarton. So there's a chance that could sneak in, because I don't do. Some people do their list and they're like, oh well, we don't do one-off exclusives or lounge exclusives in our list. That's how they do it. It's not how I do it. I will put international cigars in my list. What was this year's international release? The Rabbit. So the Rabbit could be up. I need to smoke another one because I haven't smoked one since February, I guess. Need to smoke another one of those. D International could get on there twice.
Mac would.
I do take bribes.
Flip.
I'll give you 1 and 2. So I won the best in impersonation of a statue. Supreme Tobacco enjoyed the Amazon basin. Mac Bergson with the Make Chief Talk Great Again. I guess that's
what that means.
I guess that's why while I was off. Mark says, have either of you tried any of the Black Star line cigars? No, sir. I have not. Bob Ellis says, have you had the Lost Calaveras 2020? I haven't had a Lost Calaveras since
2020.
The 2020 Lost Cal. None of the lounges that I frequent carry crowned heads. Now, I do, there is, and Bob and I will have to fight over it because we only have one. Smoked the Osgener, which is out of crowned heads. Where's the thing? Here it is in my hand. The La Vereda from crowned heads. We have one of these to smoke. So I don't know if Bob will want to smoke that or if I want to smoke it, or because I know he's got a lot of cigars to smoke as well.
Not as much as you do. I've been working pretty hard.
But I have a lot of cigars from brands that aren't super big brands that I got from PCA while we were at PCA. And if I make it through the big brands, which I hope to do, then I will tail off into some of those brands. Like I've got 5 cigars that I've got to smoke from Founders Cigars. I've got a few cigars that I've got to smoke from Big Sky. I got some cigars from the chicken. What was that?
Drunk Chicken.
Drunk Chicken cigars.
Not a bad cigar.
Serena Jack says he had an unbanded War Witch through Standard and Twain, and it was really good. Is that a Black Star line? Bob Ellis says he really liked the 2023. The Ferreira was very Cuban-esque. Hunter Ott says, 1 for Rocky Patel. Jay Bates says, we know who does the work on Chief Tuck. You sucker.
Putting out them reviews, baby.
Bob Ellis says he wasn't a huge fan of the Vereda. So I'll have to try to give it a shot. I don't know. That'll be the only. I think that's probably the only crown head cigar I'll smoke all year. I don't think I smoked anything from crown heads this year.
I smoked an old La Coalition this year. I was going through one of my boxes and I found it and I said, "Oh, I still like it."
The Warwich Black Star line. I have all the new Gurkha to smoke through, which I did smoke the Gurkha Ghost Connecticut and did not like it. So if the rest of the Gurkha follow that path, Gurkha might not make my list. I do have high hopes for their Year of the Dragon, though. So we'll see. And, I can only smoke what I have. Now, I did go out and buy I did buy the 2 Matapa. There are some other cigars that I smoked this year that I did buy for myself. But being a single income family doesn't allow for a whole lot of purchasing of high quality fine tobacco. So there probably won't be any Davidoff on this list. There probably won't be any Padrones on this list. Unless Mr. Davidoff or Mr. Padrone are watching this and want to send me some. Probably won't be any Fuente. Actually, Fuente. Dang, what was that cigar? I took a picture of it so I really enjoyed that cigar. And it wasn't a cigar that was released this year. It was just the first time I smoked a cigar. I know I can find it. Where's it at? Smoked Slaughterhouse for the first time this year, but I don't think Slaughterhouse will make my top 20. Where's that dang Fuente cigar at? No, that's not what I'm looking for. I can't remember which Fuente it was. If I look it up, I could figure it out. I did enjoy that cigar a lot. I thought I posted it on Instagram, but maybe not.
The Hoot and Young
13
Operation
folds.
Serpent, which is the 13 folds, that was a great cigar. I enjoyed that cigar a lot. That might actually make my list. I'm not sure.
I don't think I've smoked one yet.
I won't figure out my list until I'm like, oh crap, I got to do my list, and then I
Right.
have to go back and look at all my stuff. So
I think I said El Pulpo.
you did.
And then I have one of the other ones to smoke.
Viva La Vida.
Yeah, Viva La Vida. I have a Viva La Vida to smoke. I just have not gotten to it yet. Bob Ellis, that must have been why you had said what you said about old Hoot and Young. Hunter Out says that La Creme. I do like the La Creme. I don't think I smoked. I smoked one this year. I did smoke a La Creme this year.
I'm not a big fan of it.
So I smoked a couple La Creme this year. So I have smoked Crown Heads this year. And I smoked a Juarez. I just had one. And because I'm not a big Juarez fan. I know there are Juarez fans in here, but not the biggest Juarez fan. But it's a great premium cigar for a relatively.
Have you ever
discounted
smoked the Bass Reeves by Protocol?
I don't know if I smoked it. I know we have them,
We have them.
but I don't think I've smoked them. I smoked one of the La Bombas earlier this year. It was pretty good. Saru Tobacco says, I've really enjoyed everything from Artesano del Tobacco so far. El Pupo, Viva La Vida, and Choshi. I've had the El Pulpo, obviously. Cramping my foot for a half a second.
Don't fall. I still have the, because I haven't smoked them yet. I need to pull them out where I can smoke them.
What is that?
The Viva La Vidas.
Yeah.
Dropped it. Dang it. The regular Viva La Vida. And then, of course, I had to drop the other one that I'm trying to reach. Let me get my reacher.
Just going to stab it.
No, I'm not going to stab it. I'm gonna draw it to me.
Roll all the way back in. This is the one you're pulling out. I'll get it before you do. It's the Club 500.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you got a different one. That's a big old cigar. It's a 6x60 box press.
This is 6.5 by 52 Diademas Finas Viva La Vida. So I need to smoke them.
Yeah, I think this year will be my first year going out and doing a 20 list. I just feel like
we've been exposed to so many new brands
because
this year.
of PCA.
Yeah.
I was able to smoke so many more cigars. PCA and post PCA with cigars that have been sent to us via making contacts with PCA.
There's a couple I wish they would have followed through with, which one of them was the Lunar. We were supposed to get the Lunar Humidor, and I really wanted to showcase that cigar.
I have a Lunar cigar from Fratello.
Right, but they're supposed to send us the whole setup.
I was actually thinking of this yesterday or today. I was thinking about, when I shake hands with people, basically saying, "Hey, thank you for giving us the cigars that you gave us here to smoke while we're here at PCA. We would love if you would send us more to this address. Just send us one or two of these blends. You don't send us a box. We're not asking for a whole bunch of them, so that when we get home, we're not smoking them on the trade show floor because we're going. We're scheduling out a review every hour,
Right.
or an interview every hour, dedicating 30-minute blocks to these people. If I come over like we went to Adventura right after we came from El Pulpo. So we had to put down that cigar after you lit it during the review. You're not paying attention.
Right. You're doing
You're
you're
not
at
paying
work.
full attention.
Right.
Now you said, "Oh, I'm getting this. I'm getting this. I'm getting this." And we can look back, and that's the beauty of you doing the interviews, is because you can go back and you can watch all of the PCA videos. Which if you've not checked out our PCA videos this year, go check out the playlist, and you'll be able to see all of our videos from PCA this year.
And it is actually, I think, been awarded the #1 PCA coverage from any media at Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Actually, I got some comments from some heavy hitters in the social media group saying that they really appreciated the way we did our content, and they thought it added to the value of PCA coverage, which was really, I was very impressed that somebody said that. I was humbled for sure. So,
but you can go back and you can watch those videos, and you can watch yourself smoking those videos and say, "Oh, I'm getting this off the light. I'm getting this because this might not be a cigar that we have. That might be the only one we got."
Right.
And if you're putting together your top 20 list and you're like, "Well, shoot, let me go back and run through these cigars real quick and see which ones I did, and let me see what I said about that cigar because I might not remember it because I had to move to another cigar." But during that time, that was, my third favorite cigar of PCA. I've just forgotten about it because I haven't smoked another one because I don't have another one to smoke. Photos de Puros, my boy Mike says, "Chief, I might have missed it. You're smoking the Night Commander?" "Yes, sir. I'm finishing it."
Mac, you're hilarious.
Right here. Ta-da. Cerebral Tobacco says, "Chief's best value list #1, the Umbagog."
Nope. #1 would be the factory smoke sweet.
No.
For your budget cigar?
Best value.
Best value cigar. So that's a budget cigar.
Yeah, but I think if I'm going best value,
it's $10 or less.
$10 or less. I'm putting Umbagog in there. I'm putting the daggum.
The Baton?
No. Is El Baton under?
El Baton's under.
The Nica Rustica Adobe. Sorry, I couldn't remember Nica Rustica, but I got one sitting in my humidor. Nica Rustica Adobe. If the El Baton is under $10, then that's a really good smoke. I don't know. I would have to sit and do research on which cigars cost how much, because I don't know off the top of my head how much cigars cost. Right. Mac hit me with the old Nica. He was on it. Sammy Flo says both Great Lake Foundation have come out with excellent cigars. I think we're talking about Artesano del Tobacco. The last call, I haven't had a last call in a while. The Los Stados Deluxe, the green and white band. I haven't had the blue and white band yet, so I can't give my opinion on that one too much.
What about the Crown Head cigar with the bull on it? Juarez. That's a budget cigar.
That's a value cigar because like Charles is saying, value is not budget. I'm looking for standouts for the price. And I think now with the way cigars are priced and how much things cost in the premium tobacco market, I think you have to bump that number up to like 12 and below now.
Maybe. Did you see the post of everybody commenting on Drew Estate raised their prices and everybody was just going ballistic over that. I mean, I'm sorry, everything is getting more expensive.
Everything's getting more expensive, and the cigars are going up 90 cents, 4.5%.
I mean,
It's not like they
everybody
jacked everything up 50%, right?
there
Norteño!
there are so many people leaving Central America to come to the States. We heard it from other manufacturers that they're having to do things to keep rollers. They're having to go take buses 30, 40 miles to pick people up and bring them up and teach them how to roll cigars. And Drew Estate wants to keep their people. The people want to stay there because they're treated well, but you know, they probably had to up their pay just a little bit as well. I mean, it's just the cost of business right now.
Yeah, like Mike said, stop trying to make fetch happen, Brian. Charles Evans says, yeah, but Charles, in the industry, when we say value, it's because we don't want to call our cigars cheap. And that is another thing, you wordplay, we're optics, right? You don't want to make your premium cigars look like Swishers, right?
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
Had to get him.
Shots fired.
I couldn't just leave it sitting there.
Shots fired.
Had to crank back one and out the park.
2 for 99 cents.
Not going. But no. He says, "Whoa, that's fighting words." And then he's gonna hit me with a stat that there no other cigar sells multi-billion-dollars. Blah 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 blah.
Jay's jumping on board too.
Well, Jay's a Mac apologist.
Well, Mac is awesome.
Oh, we love Mac.
Mac's fantastic.
But Mac is thick skinned like me, so he can take a good joke.
And one of the things that makes Mac fantastic is he's already ordered his Christmas ornament for this year for the Bob. Wait.
I was wondering why he didn't pull that one out earlier.
This is the exploded view of the Bob the Cigar Guy and Chief Christmas ornament for 2023. That's right, limited to $110 a piece, shipped in continental
Wouldn't it
U.S.
be funny? Have you seen the trend of like the people going to Cracker Barrel and putting pictures of them in black and white framed up on the wall?
I have not.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I bet.
So, when you go to Cracker Barrel, you've got all the antique stuff, and then
Right.
you've got a bunch of pictures that look like old-timey pictures or whatever. So people are going to, like, those old-timey Western street places where you can get your pictures done, and they print them out for cheap, and they put them in a cheap $5 frame from Walmart, or go to Goodwill and find one that's nasty, and then put it, on the wall in a place where it looks like it fits. Because when do you ever go in there and just like, oh, look at all these photos, I wonder what, it's like the ambiance, right? But you're not paying attention to, what every single thing is.
We should do that.
Well, no, but I was thinking
we should have
funny.
A picture.
It would be funny if somehow we got up to New York one year and we took our mega ornament and were able to get up to the Rockefeller Christmas tree.
And hanging on the tree.
And just hanging on the tree, get a picture fast and
snatch it back off. We probably have to take the picture and then send it to a couple people so that if they confiscate our phones, at least it's already out there. That would be hilarious.
J8 says, I'm here for BTCG and Mac. I don't know who the frozen guy is. It's a guy with hair. I'm not afraid of garage doors. Charles Adamson, like God. Wine and whiskey.
Oh, it's nasty, boy. It's nasty.
Charles Adamson says, like wine and whiskey, they're great offerings in the mid-price range that beat high-price stuff. Top dollar doesn't always mean the best. Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, though. And I made sure I got a little sip when we were at the Florida Barn smoking. When I say little sip, I got a sip like this. The people from Whistle Pig were there, and they pulled out a bottle of Boss Hogs, like $600-something for this bottle, is from what I was told. And I had just been drinking some Whistle Pig 10, and I was in heaven there. And when they pulled that out, I took a sip of it, and I passed it over to Steven so he could taste it. That was some of the nicest buttery flavored, sweet, nice bourbon I've ever had in my life. More like Krampus.
Max says, but you can't find a better cigar for 60 cents. No way am I enjoying that $41 cigar 6,800% more than a Swisher Sweet. No, I mean, obviously not. When you break it down into percentages. But I'm in agreement with Charles when it comes to like what are the best when I think of what are the best budget sticks, I'm not just trying to find the best cheap sticks out there.
See, when I think budget, I think about somebody who can't the $5 Chuck guy.
Because I would rather spend $6 on an Adobe than $3 or $2.50 on a factory smoke.
Now that Alter Q from JC Newman.
No, Havana Q.
Havana Q. That's right. That's an amazing cigar.
Alter Q is from
from
Oscar.
Yeah, you're right. But that was a great cigar, and that's a quorum, and I'm not a big quorum guy at all. But that Havana Q was good. That was a good cigar.
I'm all about, if you're gonna be a cigar smoker, obviously smoke whatever you like, and obviously smoke whatever you can afford. Don't go into
debt.
Don't go into incredible debt. Now, if you find a deal, like there's a deal from a cigar shop that I found on Instagram yesterday. That's a Toro box press deal, and it's 8 super premium brands for $99. And I was like, oh man. They had a Davidoff in there. They had a Red Meat Lovers Club in there.
$12 a stick.
They had the Cinco de Cinco in there. They had a lot. There were like 2 or 3 cigars that were a little iffy, but then the rest of them were like, man, dang, that's a pretty dang good deal for $99.
And it's also what you're doing too, because like if I'm gonna sit by myself, or we're gonna sit together and just enjoy a cigar, just to take in the cigar moment, I'll pull out a Senator, I'll pull out a Sin Compromiso or stuff like that. But if
my boy Joey,
if we're hanging out at a bonfire with half a dozen people, cracking jokes and tipping elbows, I'm not going to pull out a $30 cigar.
No, sure,
right. And if I'm working in the shop, I'm not going to pull out a $15
this
cigar.
This cigar was gifted to me, at the hanging out pre hangout down at the Florida Barn Smoker, and he gifted it to me. He's like, go ahead and smoke it. And I was like, I'm going to wait and smoke this thing. He's like, do whatever you want to do. But he was like, just go smoke this thing. I didn't know it was a $40 cigar when he handed it to me. And I repaid him. Not that he needed it. I just felt like I wanted to give it to him. I repaid him back with a Selection de Mercado Savage Feast. And he didn't smoke it down there either. Now, he showed it off, but he didn't smoke it down there either. Because he wanted to wait and smoke it when he can enjoy it. Now, I'll say, cigar for the price, $25, get you 10. Slaughterhouse.
And they're not bad cigars.
They really aren't bad cigars.
They're not bad cigars.
And a testament to that is you gave me one blind.
Yeah, even though the Cuban sandwiches, they're still good construction, good draw, good smoke. You get little pieces in your mouth.
Towards the end of the smoking experience, it does start to break down.
You start getting little pieces.
And you've got to spit out little bitty pieces because it is short filler tobacco. Corey Alford says, evening all. Mac Burton says, chief regifting. Mac, I'm not going to say that.
Now, see, I smoked both of mine, Selection de Mercado, Savage Feast, on video. I worked both of my cigars. I didn't just take and just enjoy them.
You want a back rub from Mac
for
too?
enjoyment's sake.
Max says, to be fair, the Bergson family loves to regift, so I support it. What's a coffin for but to share?
No. No, it's not. Oh, I can't find my pretty box I made.
Now, as I'm getting down to the bottom of this Night Commander, I will say I can very well see this being a top 20 cigar.
Really?
I don't believe I'm getting another one before the year's out. So I probably will have to use this experience as my experience only. For those who don't understand what Bob Cigar Guy is holding up, he is holding up a Frankenstein box of League of 10 Savage Feast. One half of it is the regular American version, and the other half is the international version
That's
of
right.
the Selection Day Mercado.
USA versus the world. That's right. 1 of 1 box, by the way.
Now, I have not smoked the Savage Feast Selection Day Mercado, but I don't, and I know this is probably going to drive some people wild, I don't always take into account Vitolas, because there are some cigars that have, it's the same blend, but it's across 4 or 5 Vitolas, right? And I give the fair shake to the blend. So if I smoke the Selection de Mercado Savage Feast and it just blows my mind, I'm probably just going to say the Selection de Mercado, because the regular Selection de Mercado that I had, the Toro, was fantastic. Loved it. Knocked your socks off. So I just put them both together as the blend. Very rarely have I ever smoked something of the same blend, different Vitola, where it has completely shifted my worldview. Now, I say that.
Sock and the Sober Mesa.
Well,
Sock and the Sin Compromiso.
Well, just if you let me talk. The biggest variation that I have experienced, it was a Saka cigar. And it was the Papa Saka versus the Saka Khan. They're both a Micarita Black. One of them is a 7-inch Churchill, I think. And the Papa Saka is it's not a Robusto. It's a little bigger than a Robusto, I think. But the Papa Saka, 10 times better cigar, in my opinion. I would much rather smoke that cigar 10 times than smoke the Saka Khan 10 times, for sure. If you opened up a humidor and said I could come back to the humidor 10 times and it was 10 of each, I would smoke all Papa Sakas. I wouldn't even touch the Saka Khan. So.
Are we nubbing it, huh?
What?
We're nubbing it, huh?
Yeah, I got to. $41 cigar. I gotta give it its props.
You want my pipe?
No, this little tool from Zycar works great.
That you can get for 15% off.
Matt Burton says, when I was 14, I asked for a CD player for Christmas. I saw a brand new CD player in my dad's closet a week before Christmas. On the big day, I opened up my Santa gift to find my dad had given me his old CD player and kept the new one. Charles Adams is sharing, in my last Savage Feast coffin with a good friend. See, that's how it should. When you got a coffin, you should share it.
No.
That's how I feel. And that's what I did.
Now, Mac, I remember one year, me and the First Lady bought this amazing stainless steel portable grill. And we never, ever used it. Ever. It was brand hammer new.
It was nice.
And Steven was starting to get into grilling, and we decided, hey, we're not going to use it.
I moved out in December to start my new life, because I got married the following March, and you guys gifted me that for Christmas.
And you complained about it.
No, I didn't complain about it. I laughed because I came down for Christmas, because I didn't move out until like the 2 days after Christmas. They allowed me to move in a couple days because my lease started in January. And so when I come downstairs for Christmas, I've got this big old box. I'm like, shoot, man, my parents done did me right. They got me a gift this time instead of my sister one. And I open it up, and it's that stupid grill. And I couldn't do anything but laugh, because that grill, you guys had bought that grill, I think, when you guys first moved up here, when y'all moved in, y'all got that apartment for a few months before moving into the house on the other side of TR. And you never opened it. You never used it because it
was expensive.
It was a really nice stainless grill. The top locked down for transport. It was like a really nice grill. Like it hooked
tailgater
up,
grill.
It hooked up to a legit propane tank. And you guys just never had any use for it because by the time it was time to use it, you guys had moved to a house and you had the grill and all that stuff. And so it just sat. It was funny because the box was wrapped in that thick plastic. Right. So I opened it up. It's still in the thick plastic. You know, I had moved this box around,
multiple times,
5, 10, 15 times around the house, because it
Yeah.
didn't have a home. And I probably had homed it like a month earlier, finally in storage. And you guys had to track it down and find it and gift it to me. So
Now, the best gift, I think, the most enjoyable gift I ever bought you was you were younger, and I had bought a PS3,
yeah, it was PlayStation
the
3.
Black Ops PS3.
It wasn't a black. It was just a regular PS3.
I put a cool logo on it.
Okay,
with
I probably can tell.
Skull and
I can tell the story better here. So, it was my senior year of high school. It was the Christmas of my senior year, so I was halfway done my senior year of high school, and you had made me a bet about something. You bet me you were gonna get me the Black Ops Edition PlayStation 3 for Christmas. Now, I had never had a gaming system of my own ever. And, we didn't grow up very well off or anything. So, even if we had the money, I don't think you guys would have bought me gaming systems growing up as a kid. But you had said, something like, well, I bet you I buy it, you got to make a video that says, your dad's the best and I lose or something like that. And so we had Christmas and we went down to Florida for Christmas that year. Went down to my dad's mom's house, my Mimi, and had Christmas and got through Christmas. And I was making fun. I was like, oh, you owe, I don't remember what it was. Maybe if you didn't do it, you had to make a video that said I was the best or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So we get through all the gifts and you're like, oh, what's that? What's that black box back there behind the TV or behind the Christmas tree? My grandmother had a big Christmas tree. And so there was I think it was your name on the present.
It was because it was sitting next to me.
But it was wrapped in black. And so you open it up and you're like, oh, look at here. Look at this. And
something happened where you said, because you said that's not, because I was making a joke about it. It's PS3, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, it's not. And I said, so if it's a PS3, you don't want it? No, I don't want it. No, because it's not what it is. This isn't funny, blah, 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 blah. And then I opened up the box and I think you did the video.
Well, you opened up the box and it was a PlayStation box. And I was like, it's no way because because I had done the research. There was no Black Ops version of the PS3. But my mom and dad had this sticker wicket machine.
Plotter. I had a plotter.
Where they used to put stickers on everything. They make stickers for everything. And he got this design offline of a skull with 2 crossed rifles behind the skull. And the rifles were so not like the magazine well was way up on the barrel. And it's just weird.
Why are you talking crap about it?
What I'm saying is like you had put this gold sticker on the black PS3 and made it the Black Ops version. And so I had to post a video that was like, my dad's the master and I'm the loser. And then I got the PlayStation. But yeah, you got me there.
That was fun.
Andrew McCreary says, what's up? What's up, man? Matt Burton says, just like the movie The Christmas Story and the Red Ryder BB gun.
I have never watched that movie.
Charles says, CD players existed when you were 14? I thought you were old. Man, J Bates. Jesus, man. I'm tired of J Bates. Do you have a hallway to clean?
God dang.
But no, that was fun. This year for Christmas we've decided to get all of our kids one big gift, and then they're gonna get their own something you want, something you need, something to read. So they're all gonna get. All my kids love books, so all my kids will get. Like Shepherd, I mean, he can't read. Ember can't read either, but she likes books about everything. Jackson can read. So we've gotten them this really cool big jungle gym kind of sort of thing. It's an indoor jungle gym. It's made out of wood. It's really cool. And then it's really
Where
expensive.
the heck are you going to put it?
Man, trying to talk my wife out of buying it was not an argument I was willing to have. J-Bait says, leave my garage door alone. I didn't mean it. J-Bait says, BTCG, buy him a PS5 box, no system. I put my gaming days behind me. Every once in a while, I think about, man, I wish I had a PlayStation or an Xbox. But once we had,
you want to talk about seeing some meanness come out of somebody. This guy upstairs, I come in the house and I hear him screaming at the top of his lungs, just mean, awful things. Come to find out, he's got that headset on and he's playing with probably middle schoolers, and they're giving him sand and he's giving them sand back. And I stand there at the bottom of the stairs and I just listen. And I go, hey, you didn't hear me. And I go, hey, you didn't hear me. And I go, hey, and he gets quiet. And you see his head stick out. And I said, cut it off. And he's like, they started it. And I actually went up there and listened. He said, listen. And I listened to them, dude. Boy, them little kids are some nasty little keyboard warriors. They act like they're 6 foot tall. And
you get caught up in playing
300 pounds.
I haven't played video games in a long time, but eventually it did get out of that stage. Now, the best trash talk was when I was in college and all of us guys would play against each other and we would all trash talk each other pretty good. That was always fun.
Well, now you just do it with soccer, right?
I guess soccer, I'm pretty chill. I mean, I'll get amped every once in a while when a call doesn't go the way that I want it to go or whatnot. But
I mean, back when you
football,
and Mac and IT Taylor and Jack Heyer were all in a group together.
Oh yeah, we would talk trash, but it's not fun to talk trash anymore because Mac's team sucks. Chelsea are terrible. So,
they still playing soccer this late in the year?
Not even halfway through the season. December is like the heaviest month. Liverpool played today. And won 4-0. But yeah, no, those days are long gone and behind me. Being a rambunctious little yelling early 20s.
I can't wait till you come over to the house one day and say, Dad, Jackson is just like I was. He broke my finger. I had to stab him. He's yelling at the TV.
No, but yeah, we're gonna end out the show here because I just finished my night commander. Good cigar. Enjoyed it. Foundation has done it again. I don't think Foundation is. I don't know if Foundation is going to crack top 5 this year.
Now I have a video of some of your greatest sports clips I could put on real quick. Your athletic prowess.
My greatest sports clips?
Yeah, well, it's athletic prowess, I guess. Saturday, we went roller skating for Macy's birthday. And so I caught some video of Steven doing some amazing skating. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
That's funny.
Which one is it?
We did go skating. That was a lot of fun.
Is this the one? It is. Look at how good that boy is doing skating. There's Miss Shanna J. Look at him there, roller skating. I'm tilting the phone so it would show your head better. How stupid was that? Look at him. That boy's going. And going. 10 times better than me. I went around that. You went around like 6 or 7 times. I went around twice, and it took me 10 minutes to get around one time. It was so bad.
It was definitely fun. I have not roller skated in like 5 or 6 years. From when Shanna and I went a couple or that time ago.
Look at him. Look at him. Speed demon. Woo, get down. Get funky. Oh,
Boom.
now, just to be fair, I can't just bash on Steven and not bash on myself. I did not fall, but I did not skate like Steven did. Let me see if I can find mine. Sarah did a great job. Shannon had a good time. Where's my short video? There it is. Now, see, I chose to stay in one place with the pizza and entertain. Look at that. Look at that moves right there. Now, that's some moves right there. That'll get the First Lady's attention. That's it right there. Oh, really? Oh, there's no more wall. What do? I stop. That's what I do. There's no more wall. There's no more wall, boy. When I used to skate, I used to skate good, but when I didn't skate good, the wall went almost all the way around. There was only about 20 feet where you enter and exit, so I could always grab the wall.
Yeah, that was the one thing about this skate rink that I didn't remember is how little section of wall there was.
That was crazy. It was crazy.
But no,
And Jackson was doing good. He kept falling, but he was having a good time falling. And I finally told him, I said, buddy, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I bet you can't go all the way around without falling. And he said, I can. I said, I'll tell you what, if you make it around, I'll give you $1. And he goes, deal. And so Grammy being Grammy, First Lady being First Lady, she kept with him and said, slow down. You want to make that $1? And they made it all the way around. And so he had they all had a good time. That was a great party. But my knees hurt for 2 days after that. I was stove up. Is that another video?
Yeah, the same one.
Oh, you're just gonna play it twice. Look at her. Look at her. What are you doing? I got one more like that.
I think it's funny how you like pose for the end of the video.
Yeah. Turd.
I did take a video in slow-mo hoping that you would fall. And I would catch it in slow-mo, but it never happened.
Now this one, I tried to put it back on the screen where they can see. I tried to make it where I look good. But in all reality, the reason I was moving like this is because I almost fell like 17 times. Where is it? Whoop, there it goes. Up, almost fell. Up, almost fell. Up, almost fell. Whoop, there he goes again. I should have got a senior citizen discount. It was crazy.
That's funny.
That was a good day. That was fun.
That was definitely. I wasn't going to skate, and then the longer I watched everybody out there skate, I just got more confidence. I can do this. There's nothing holding me back other than myself from doing this.
Dad didn't fall. I can do it.
I can do this, and so because my sister had paid for, people to have free skate time. I'm gonna do this thing. I ain't gonna let anybody hold me back.
You did good. Once you got in your third or fourth lap, you really started doing all right. So,
I gotta find the video where I was.
But my legs kept going out, and I was like, "Why did your legs go back in?" Hey, Miss Allison.
Miss Allison Trainer. Oh, you caught us in the middle of talking about
our skatescapades,
roller skating derby.
It was fun.
Open this up. Hold on, because I think You close this one down, close this down. You bring this over here. Bring my share window. There we go.
There it goes.
Yeah, here's your boy.
Oh, that was going to show that same clip.
Here's your boy. Look at your boy. Look at your boy. Ain't nothing stopping this big old. And see, I'm 6'5", right? And these freaking shoes made me almost 7 foot tall. Look at it. Look at him go now. Look at him go now.
Get it.
Yeah, now. Yeah, ain't nothing stopping your boy. It ain't nothing stopping him.
Whoop.
Here we go. Look at these little kids just zooming by. Ain't no problem. My mom's leaving me in the dust. No problem out there, getting the groove on. There's my son Jackson in the yellow shirt giving me the thumbs up. Good job, Dad. I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Come on, Dad,
I'm like,
you
get
can
out the
do
way
it.
before I crush you. Oh, there it is. There's the Jackson slide. There's the Jackson slide. Wait, here we go. I'm like, all right, straight away. I know I'm on camera. Let me see if I can build up some speed. Look at him go. Look at the boy go. Hold on now. Wait. You got to regather. Here we go. All right, get out of my way, Mama. I'm coming. I'm going to do this thing.
And then here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, wait
here
a minute.
it comes. Wait on it.
You got me.
Oh!
Boom!
And the first thing he said was, I made it all the way around. I made it all the way around.
Made it a whole lap, baby. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I was looking for the other one that there's another one. I don't know. I thought somebody got it on video where you were showing it. Maybe you didn't send it. Was it one that you took? You didn't send it.
That was the one I took. I didn't catch you.
You got the one where I thought you did. I thought you got the one where I ate it.
I don't think so.
I don't see it. So that's a picture. This has got to be right here. Hold on. Let me fast forward and see what the end looks like. Oh no, that was me completing the gauntlet. So yes, definitely. Sammy Flo, get out there with me, buddy. Get out there with me. This is going to bed laughing. Max says, Rebecca just came up to talk to me. Got my AirPods in. I have no idea what I just agreed to. And then Max says, this is the episode of the year, the highlights. The highlight reels. They be real. But no, that was definitely the chicken, like slow it down, like boom. Oh yeah, that's a roll. That's a roll from the big man. But with that, now we'll officially finish the show here. Thank you all for hanging out with us again. Thank you to Chief Talk's show sponsors, Drew Estate and Quality Importers. The next time you purchase some Drew Estate, thank you boys. Here in Traveler's Rest, Chief Talk Thursdays. We will be back next week. We got the next couple weeks, and then we'll take off for Christmas
and probably New Year's.
I don't know what days which falls on which, so we might have one. I'm not sure. Gary Zanstra, good night, everyone. Charles Adamson, night all.
And remember, great Christmas trees need great Christmas ornaments.
ChevetteReport.com. Go to the Christmas ornament article, and you can purchase there.
Objects are larger than delivered.
But if you go to Zycar.com and you fill up your whole entire bin full of stuff, make sure you put in the code Chief Talk, all one word and in capitals at checkout, and you will be able to get yourself 15% off your total at checkout. We love you guys. See you next week. Have you checked out ChevetteReport.com? It's the newest cigar media outlet to keep you in the know with all things cigar lifestyle related. From press releases to reviews, we have it all covered. Be some of our first members to join ChevetteReport.com and be a part of the next step in the cigar culture.
ChevetteReport.com.
Time to relax. Whew. Man, I'm beat. Whew. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Show's over. Go home. Go home. Show's over. What are you waiting for? You waiting for another show? This is a one-ticket entry. Go. Bye. Go. Go. Go.